Was he trying to commit suicide? This magnificent hawk came flying in out of nowhere to land just in front of me in the median on Interstate 80. It was rush hour. There were 4 lanes of traffic headed to New York City traveling at speeds in excess of 70 miles per hour. When Hawk landed, I thought he was after roadkill, but as it turned out, he had a different purpose. Just as I was about to pass him by, he suddenly sprung up, crashing right into my windshield. I heard and felt a sickening thud, and then he disappeared. Hawks often bring messages from the angels, but this encounter was different and contained an important message for the lightworkers of the world. Hi, this is Debbra Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records, bringing you the story of one young hawk's misadventure and the powerful lesson we can all take to heart. Now back to the story. I stared in disbelief. My windshield showed no evidence of the massive impact. How could that possibly be? Then my eyes darted to the rearview mirror, expecting to see feathers scattering all across the highway as the oncoming traffic encountered him. But there was no sign, not in the road, not in the median. Just when I started to wonder whether I was hallucinating, he came into view, flying low across the lanes of traffic, so low he was right in front of the tires of an oncoming 18-wheeler. He was done for now. Yet somehow, miraculously, he kept flying all the way across those 4 lanes of speeding motor vehicles and right out of sight. Did he survive? Or did he collapse and succumb to the internal injuries? My rational mind said there's no way he survived. Yet he was a messenger from the angels. It had to be they who protected him from the traffic. If that was so, then surely he must have survived. Once I got that thought circus corralled, I asked Metatron, if that was a message, what was it? Metatron responds, be alert, raise your eyes up, move swiftly and surely with purpose and clarity. You are in the care of your angels. You are safe and protected. Metatron went on to explain that the hawk was young and he got distracted on the way to delivering the message. When that happened, the angels interceded, taking advantage of the situation to make an even more powerful statement. Hawk also learned a valuable lesson about focus because it was not his time to depart. He was rescued and healed. And still, there's more. Metatron went on to connect the dots to the state of our world right now. We see an increase in turmoil, conflict, fear, and misery in your world. That energy has expanded over more of the planet than what we think of as normal. Yes, darkness is always there. However, now it has expanded so much as to present a cloying, foul smelling and feeling energy, a dark green dust like mold spores. You might say that concerns us. Still, it is not hopeless, for we also see bright spots where positive energy and intention function as vapor shields, holding back the toxic energy. For a time, the area covered by shields was expanding. Of late, they have eroded and begun diminishing. We want you to know that it's totally within your power to reverse this course. Stop tangling your energy up with darkness, fear, strife, and conflict. Release them like sand running through your fingers. Flood darkness with bright, healing love light. Be mindful of your thoughts. Yes, by all means, see the truth of what is occurring around you, but do not allow yourself to get pulled down into the quicksand-like muck. Rise above the dark energy through the power of your collective network. Call upon your angels for a boost. Make it your priority to stay in light energy as much of the time as possible. The more you succeed, the longer you will remain in that high-level energy of intention and purpose. Do not be discouraged. Your angels are right there by your side, just as they were for the young hawk. As we have said many times, this is a psychic battle. Perhaps now you are beginning to understand what that means. Each one of you being mindful of your thoughts and energy, joining with others, expanding until Earth is blanketed in positive, uplifting, light energy, healing and chasing away the darkness until it's once more relegated to those scattered, dark places where it no longer actively interferes with your every thought and breath. Make it your practice to reach for joy and love every day. Do your best to maintain that energy and focus for as long as possible. When you feel yourself slipping into the quicksand of darkness, immediately shift your thoughts and energy, which will allow you to levitate above the darkness. As you make this your normal way of being, others will follow your example, inspired by your success and obvious well being. You'll be there to share wisdom and cheer them on as they too rise above the darkness to embody and embrace divine light. This process will repeat over and over until the dark quicksand has diminished to the point where it's barely on life support. This is the time to lean heavily upon your divine team. Step into the faith and trust you've been cultivating and allow it to sustain you. We are always here. We are always here. You are never alone. Yes, there are still dark days ahead, but with each step, you move closer to the tipping point where you'll shift into fourth dimensional beingness. Then all of your troubles will be but a distant memory as you create the new reality of Earthtopia. So there you have it, friends. I hope that Hawk and Metatron's message brings you comfort and peace. In the days to come, it would be wise to keep an eye out for more messages because your angels are sending them all the time. You can learn more about the symbology of Hawk and other creatures in these videos. Thank you, dear Lightworker, for your efforts on behalf of humanity. Until next time, this is Deborah Lupien, voice of the Akashic Records.